Welcome to the Dungeon House, where a bunch of regular people with regular jobs gather to play Dungeons and Dragons. We aren't professionals, so if you hear food ASMR or a baby in the back, just understand it's normal. This show is recommended for those 13 and up. The music you'll hear is brought to you by William Heaton and various other artists. We're glad that you're here to share in the fun and laughter, as well as the challenges along the way. So come on into our home, take a seat on the couch, and enjoy the Dungeon House.
Does anyone know if Joy's going to be here?
Oh, she should be here.
I didn't hear her. Excellent people.
I realize why the beef.
Just trying to start a conversation with somebody. That the thing starts here pretty soon, and we don't have a conversation going on. It's going to be kind of awkward. Like, oh, we don't know. Like, silence for 5 minutes, and then we're like, now it'll start. I don't know. Does that make sense? Am I just talking to the wall here? Is anyone out there?
If you guys want to say something cool, hold on for 5 seconds.
Okay. I'm ready for this. Whoa! Whoa!
Brandon's brew.
Genuine.
In the flesh.
Is that the Black Dragon Gin?
Black Dragon Gin. Here it is. It's yeasty. Hear it sizzle.
Ooh. Did it turn out really well?
What was that?
Did it turn out really well?
Yeah, it's super good.
What's super good?
I'm so excited.
My root beer.
Is this your homemade root beer that you said that you're going to start brewing?
Yeah,
Is it alcohol?
I made like 6 bottles of it. It's awesome.
You made 6 bottles of alcohol? Fetch, bro.
Not alcohol.
What is it?
Root beer. There's maybe a little fraction of alcohol. Not enough, though.
Not enough.
But best root beer I've ever had. So
Can you share with me?
Here, open your mouth.
Gordon?
On my mission, I went to Romania, and they had this drink called Moosed. And they only bring it out every October, like September, October. And it's freshly, it's grape juice, but they put all the things in it to make it wine. But it's just like they sell it a few days before it ferments into wine. And so it's like right before it ferments. Super good.
That sounds epic.
Super good. Also kind of risky because if you leave it in your fridge for too long, there's a chance it turns into wine.
Yeah, you open it up and you're like, this is kind of
nice.
Yeah. That's kind of fun with this root beer. I'm like, I don't know how long I can store it in the fridge
Before it turns.
before it either explodes or turns very hard.
Cool.
So we'll
Miss
see.
Joy. Where's Joy here? I can't see. I turned off my
He's
thing.
not here. I just looked.
We need to find Joy. Someone find Joy.
I will
Yeah,
give her a
enjoy
call.
it.
Try text or call.
Call. Oh, maybe text. I like calling people. I'm old-fashioned.
I'm a caller.
Tori might listen in on the conversation of this. I'm not sure. She's in the other room, so. Guys, I've just rolled 2 nat 1s and a 3. This is not good.
No, you're.
Wait. Okay. No worries. All right. Good deal. Well, we won't start without you then. We'll wait for you. I think we'll just wait for you. If you
Just
you
wait.
got-
We can tell the audience about our lives. They can get to know us.
No worries. Yeah, we'll see you soon. All right, bye-bye.
The audio won't go down all the way.
I noticed.
Yeah.
Here, let's help you get the computer set up. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Those are some pretty pictures.
Need like a better headset for listening to this. One of these days.
Her picture. Loki.
Whoa. It's a dog.
What's new in everyone's life? Brandon, how's being married? Where's your lovely wife?
It's good. She's at work. She's coming home right now. She should be home in actually a couple minutes.
Ooh, is she going to wave to the camera?
Probably not.
Oh, it's okay.
I know.
Doesn't want to get caught with those nerds.
I know. Embarrassing.
What is her opinion on D&D?
She thinks it's okay. She doesn't play because it's like embarrassing.
That's what they all say though.
Like the role playing aspect of it. She's comfortable with that. She just isn't really interested. It's a crying shame, but yeah.
It is a shame.
We went to her family's house last weekend, and we watched the D&D movie. And so I'm trying to maybe be like, hey, let's play. But
Come on, Fade. Ever heard of playing this silly game, Fade?
yeah, I don't know. I was talking to my sister, and she wanted to play. So maybe
Oh,
You know- maybe we can get him hooked.
sometimes you have to kind of go around the main person and get other people that they're comfortable around.
Get him roped in.
It's like peer pressure. It works every time as long as you just keep at it.
Yeah, that is very true.
Yeah. Forcing somebody to do something they don't initially agree with without making any rhyme or reason to their denial. Always a good idea.
Yeah.
Manipulating.
Guys, we may have a chance of using Owlbear Rodeo tonight, just in case. That way, be ready to pull that up.
Owlbear Rodeo. Does it work?
It doesn't work.
No, does it work this time?
third rung from the top, and I just went too far forward and just went beep. So I died. Also, I'm gonna be in Cedar City tomorrow. What? Craziness.
Just kidding, I realized what happened.
No, you did.
No, I did. My hotkey button is the enter button, so when I searched up Owlbear Rodeo and pushed enter, it switched it to the break screen. Whoops. Sorry, audience. They were like sitting there for a
We're
second.
professionals.
Maybe I should change that hotkey so it's not the enter button, but I just like it being the enter button.
1, 2, 3.
Troy, are you here?
1, 2, 3, 4 days. 8 days. So this is gonna be Saturday.
I can't tell if Joe's there yet or not, but she is on Discord.
I need 11.
Joy, are you on? Joy.
Joy to the...
Monkey, knock it off. Hey.
So Chase, did you leave Owlbear, or did you leave the volume for Kenku the same? You didn't change it?
Yeah.
Okay. Then we're good.
I'm doing shopping, guys. What should I get for lunches? I need 11 days worth of lunch.
11 days worth of lunch.
Yeah, and so far I have
Really just like bread
No,
and butter.
no.
It's cheap, simple. If you have a whole loaf of it, fills you up.
Makes you tubby and sick and sad.
But
So you can have a roasted veggie lunch. You can have chicken over. It's also not the best for you.
it's tasty. It's good for the soul.
You can have a fruit bowl, depending on the fruit you use, and that's also sugar. Yeah, eat a lot of veggies. You could make yourself a veggie wrap.
I think you should just go to the Maverick close by and get their breakfast burritos every single day and have that for lunch.
How about I do?
Those are good.
They're
but
actually really
also
good.
Not good for
I know something's actually like pretty good if Faith's like, yeah, she likes it because I feel like with like burrito, breakfast burrito, stuff like that, she's quite particular in what she likes. And so if she likes it, she's like, oh, it's actually pretty good.
Hey guys,
Hey, Joey.
you can go ahead and start. My laptop is having issues. I'm so sorry. I'm on my phone right now. So,
Hey.
just get started and I'll figure my stuff out.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, let's just jump into this, guys. We're running a little later than we usually do, but that's all right. By way of a recap, I feel like
Brandon.
I was actually thinking that too. The spirit.
All right. The last time we all graduated training, we all got our little insignias as like badges or hairpins, what have you, and we were immediately sent to Havnock, the city of castles, which is pretty self-explanatory in terms of aesthetic. And we were tasked with a job of investigating some happenings in the Breadwall district, which is also kind of self-explanatory in terms of aesthetic. It is a wall and like kind of like cliff dwelling-esque community. Is that kind of what I gather?
Yeah.
Of basically bakers and patissiers, bread people. People who make bread and consume bread. And the problem here is that we got reports that children have been going missing, and people have been getting sick with this strange sickness. And just to be nice, I asked for maybe like a recommendation of a bakery we could go to, has some good rolls. We went there and we discovered that this bread had become encrusted with this black mold stuff. And this seems to have happened before, a couple days prior to our arrival. But upon interrogating the proprietress of the establishment, the Black Dragon Bakery and Brewery, or BDBB, as the locals call it, she sent us to go visit a family whose son had fallen ill, gravely so. And Pinky played with some kids, a rousing game of bread tag. Is that what it's called? Bread tag.
Also known as bakers and burglars, depending on what.
Burglars. Yeah. And the kids are being suspicious. Kind of being a gang a little bit. But we went to visit the sick child, and we deduced eventually that there was some sort of fiend inside of him giving him this sickness, and we were able to drive it out, and we just beat it up, and Opal just clove it apart, and it was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's kind of... Oh, we also sensed, or Opal did, or someone did, sensed a very strong presence of Fiend underneath the city, which we know there is like a quarry somewhere around here.
That sounds just about right. Yeah. Thank you for that recap, Brandon. We really appreciate your hard work and diligence. All right. So just to kind of set the scene, you guys are kind of in this dimly lit room, and kind of a bed has been placed here with the sick teenage boy, Clarence. His mother and father were tending to him, and you guys came here to help after he violently helped this thing get out of his body through his mouth.
That's worse.
I know. It is worse than saying it. He vomited it up. You all kind of were finding it, and all the lights had gone out the second it had appeared. Seemingly somehow able to put out flames. At this point, you look around, and it was a brief moment before it was killed. Opal having done the final blow, and as soon as she cuts it with her axe, the one that is shaped like the symbol of the triquetra, the axe itself starts to glow a good warm amber color, almost the same brightness of a torch. As you look down and you see your axe glow, well, this is the first time you personally in your life have seen it glow like this for yourself. Would you like to describe anything else with the axe right now?
I think just my reaction. I think The glowing that I envisioned was like maybe like glowing X come off of it.
Ooh, kind of like a what's the fireworks thing that you always
Sparkler?
give? A sparkler.
But not like that.
Not like that.
Similar, but like slow and radiant, not as
Yeah, not as frantic, but kind of like the same brightness of
Yeah.
look.
yeah. That's what came to mind. Just radiant, similar to yeah.
I like that. It's very.
But I would say Opal's reaction is kind of surprised and like, wow, it's beautiful and taken back by kind of like, wow, and then kind of quickly like putting it away, like
As you go and you kind of put it in its scabbard, you notice that the glow has not yet left. And as you kind of set it down, and as your hands kind of leave it, you can almost feel like your connection to it somehow has deepened. You feel like there is maybe more power from this item that you can draw upon. Game-wise, mechanics, just so you know, this item now has charges, as it has become slightly more awakened from its state. It is able to use one of 3 charges whenever you hit an attack. It can do an extra damage die with that attack, and it regains its charges at the end of or at every dawn. So as soon as the sun rises on the land, it will gain that ability again. You also feel like if necessary, this can be used as a light source by also expending one of the charges. And it will glow for an hour, like this. And right now, it's still glowing in your pack.
mm-hmm. And then the third one.
It's just 3 charges. You can either choose it
Um,
to make it flashlights or to
2
hit a little
things.
harder.
3 times.
Yes.
All right.
You had mentioned the name of that axe prior. Is that written on the axe at all?
I still want to say yeah, no, I still want to say no.
No. Okay. Interesting. Okay.
All right. So, as you kind of see this and take a second back, you notice that the shadow that was slain kind of is almost the 2 halves of it that have been cleaved apart are slowly kind of dissolving into the remaining darkness in the room.
The first thing Baron's gonna do is he's gonna go up to the nearest cloth item, whether that's like the bed sheet or whatever, and he's just gonna take his whip and like take the cloth and just wring it out as just oil kind of slips down it. And then you see him reach into his bag and pull out another vial and stash it right on his sash that he has running across his chest. And while doing this, he'll say, kind of looking over at Opal, "Someone's been keeping secrets. It's not every day that magic items are common, and magical weapons, there are many in this world, but something about yours seems different."
Well, to be honest, it hasn't done that before, and I think everybody can confirm that because I've used my axe before. It didn't do that before.
Have you ever killed anything like that before?
I have not.
Chase, would I recognize a weapon like this at all?
Make a history check.
That rolled off my mat. That's gonna be a fat 3.
You recognize it from the last Opal used it when she took it out. It looks pretty similar to the one that she had before. Oh, I need to change music. This is happening. We're in like we're jamming. Just this room as this guy's still frothing at the mouth, and the parents are whimpering in the corner.
Yeah. While like Baron like rips the bed sheets off, this kid's still like. I want to see if the kid's okay.
Make a medicine check for me.
Yeah.
While you're doing this, I'm gonna continue this conversation. Well, I don't think many of our weapons randomly start to glow, so that's all I'm saying.
I agree with you. Yeah. Well, I guess we'll be learning more about it together.
Can I make an insight check on that actually as well? I'm so sorry. Brandon, do your thing, but...
I got a 23.
A 23. Really good. So you can tell that from his expression, he seems to have lessened in pain. The convulsions have stopped. But especially with your detect poison and disease still up, you can tell that mote of darkness still lingering in there. That this doesn't seem to have cured him. But maybe for the time being he has been relieved of as much of the burden.
Okay. So he still like has a fever and is still sick, just kind of less in agony, I guess.
Yeah. Like, it looks like it's gone to a bad case of flu rather than like he looks like he's about to pass.
Right. I'll assume that he had like a damp cloth or something like on his head, and like, like rags and stuff. I'll like take those off and I'll kind of clean him up, and I'll instruct his parents to I'll say, get him new things. We weren't able to fully cure him, but he has found relief.
At that point, can I walk up and cast Lesser Restoration and see if that works?
Yeah.
So you can,
what restoration does.
you can touch a creature in either one disease or one condition afflicting it. The condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned, and it just gets rid of it.
Yeah, it works. As you cast it, you can see that does seem to also help him. His eyes half flutter open. Though, where this is technically not a full-on disease and more of a curse, it does not have the effect you would.
Alright.
So that spell is sadly not used to its full extent.
I got a 10 on my insight on Opal.
10? Opal. Are you trying to hide something, or
Right?
would you be willing to do a deception check for me?
Out of 14.
14. It's hard to tell,
Okay.
Baron. She seems to be keeping a pretty straight face.
Well, I need to relieve myself. So, Pinky had something she found something that she wanted to tell of you guys. She's outside. I'll catch up in a minute.
Is everyone heading outside right at this time?
I want to ask Opal. I will say, it is apparent that the gods have shown you favor here. Do you have any idea what we could do now? What else could help this poor boy?
Well, since we were able to detect a greater source coming from beneath us, I think that's our best bet is to proceed at a depth. Or the, whatever, what is it called again? The digging site, that other area.
Core.
A quarry. Yeah, I think it'd be best to move
Digging
there.
part.
Also. Yeah. Move there and investigate.
I think that's a good plan. Hopefully we can bring rest to these people. Now let's see what Pinky has to show us.
As you guys head out, the parents of the Elwind family, they'll come up and say, thank you. We really appreciate that. Please, figure something out. We're getting desperate. Our son is everything to us, and it'd be sad for him to. It's been hard. I know it's been the hardest on his little sister as of late. She's been struggling. So we ask you, please hurry.
Sorry. The conversation.
Yeah.
Would Pinky ever reported to us of her playing with children? I don't remember if she did yet. We're about to find out, right?
The playing with children was actually while you guys were at the BPAD.
Yeah.
And then you guys met back up there and then came up here. So it's likelihood that she did.
And I asked Indy now, what's your daughter's name?
Klem. Elwind.
I'm just
I will say, as we're leaving, sorry, I will say to them, I'll say, I know how hard this can be for you guys. It's hard to have this sickness in the family. We'll do whatever we can to help you. Rest assured. And then I think we'll head out.
Perfect. As you all head out, Pinky, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay. It's a little quiet, but we can hear you.
Okay, give me a sec.
Oh, that's actually better. We heard you.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Cool.
You're sitting out here with the little boy. Do you, perchance, did you get his name? Do you remember it?
Yes, his name is... What is his name? Powel.
Powel?
Powel.
Powel.
Powel. Yeah.
So he's just sitting there, kind of, doesn't have a shirt on, holding his bag of bread. Have you, tried to have a conversation with him at all since you guys kind of approached the house?
I mean, I imagine that Pinky didn't actually ever leave him. The fighting went on and she was last in initiative, so I don't think she realized what was going on. She's probably still there with him. So
you kind of just heard something, maybe a shout of, alarm. And then kind of, calm. for a second, like just waiting for a second to see if there's more sounds of like trouble, and then come, and eventually your head makes it out. As you all look in the darkness, you can see the kind of the lights of the night, the stars kind of looking down upon you, and just the faintest bit of a green aurora flicker up ahead. Go ahead. Did you have something, Moss?
I was just gonna say, I don't know how it is on my side, but it seems like you just cut out every once in a while. Is that
Oh, no.
happening with
Yeah,
everybody
same.
else?
That sucks. How's that? Do I sound better?
That actually sounds. You haven't cut out yet, so we'll see.
Okay. Well, basically, as describing, as you guys leave the house, you look up and you can see the stars, and there's a tiny bit of aurora.
So everybody's coming out?
Yes.
Cool. As I see them coming out, I'm going to turn to Howl and kind of prep him to meet all my friends, right? Because they're kind of a scary bunch.
Everyone's all in an armor with weapons.
Yeah. Yeah, so she's gonna turn to Howl and be like, "Hey, Howl, my friends are coming out of this house, and they look a little scary, but they're not really scary. They're actually really, really, really nice. Do you want to meet them?"
Yeah, sure.
So she's going to fly over to her friends now, and yes, and say, "Hey guys, I got some great information. First I want to introduce you to my new friend Howl." She's gonna point to him and start making introductions.
Hi, and he kind of waved a little bit.
Hi, this is Moss. He's my good friend, and over here we have Alia and Opal and Adelaide and
Pinky.
Ren and
Pinky,
what?
What are you doing?
What? I'm introducing you to my new friend Howl.
It's a kid.
Yes, but he is collecting the moldy bread. He said that
Introduce us.
that's what I'm doing. You silly.
My bad.
She's gonna finish the introductions. And she's just gonna kind of keep on talking, right? She's gonna say, yeah, so, I was playing with the kids earlier. They have this really cool game that's called, Bread Tag. Bread Tag? Is that what it is?
Mhm.
Bread Tag, yeah. And she's gonna go off on a little tangent, kind of explaining the rules, and then she's gonna be like, "Oh, actually,
She
so
gives
I
you
was
the
playing with this."
PDF printout that Brandon wrote out.
Yeah. All the terms, the lingo.
Yes. I can't find. Anyways, but there was this girl. She was leading kind of all the fun. What was her name? Do you know her name? What was it?
Was it Klem?
Yes, it was Klem. That's right. Her name was Klem, and she seemed a little bit, I don't know, kind of sketchy. But she's the one who told Howl to collect some bread, and she's gonna come and pick it up from him. So I thought that was really kind of important, and so I think we should see what happens, see what she does with the bread. And she says that she finds all the kids that she tells to pick up the bread, and they don't go to her.
I think we're gonna have a word with Klem.
Just follow her, and then maybe have a word with her, because she's kind of dodgy.
Yeah. Opal will get down on her knees, or one knee or whatever, to.
She is really dodgy. She's really hard to hit with the bread, I know. It's really difficult.
Yeah. Opal will get down to Powell's height and look at him directly and be like.
you laughing at his in character?
No! How was it?
Yeah. What's your name?
I'm Opal.
Oh wow, that's a good name.
Thank you. How you are very brave for meeting with us, and we're so thankful that you were able to be strong and brave for our friend Pinky. Do you think you can keep leading us and helping us to bringing peace to your town and everyone to be healthy again?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because we need a brave person just like you to help us. Can you do that?
I would like you just do like a general persuasion check as you're talking with him.
With him?
Kind of see how he feels.
I have one more thing that might help.
Okay.
Can I use my one thing and then re-roll again?
Sure.
Okay. Once everyone's healthy again, we can play the bread game, as Pinky mentioned, as much as you want, and you can win the whole time. You'd be the best at it.
You promised I'd be the best at it?
Yeah. We'll help you. We'll always be on your team to help you win. So you always win.
Well, how good are you at throwing bread?
Well, you'll have to help us with our quest, and then we'll show you our super skills and never let you lose. But first thing, everyone has to be healthy in order for you to be the best, or else there's no point.
I don't know about that. Still. See, I don't know. What was your first roll?
That one's not even better. Persuasion is 7 for the first one.
7. He looks at you and like says, "Look, I don't really know you guys. I'm just. Klem said that I'd be able to play, and you can see that he looks a little bit more kind of nervous. I just don't know you." That's what he says.
He's interject, and she's going to be like, "Oh, don't listen to her. She's so dramatic. We just want to hang out with you until Klem shows up. I will hang out with you. They're gonna go off and hide. It's gonna be a surprise. It's gonna be so fun."
I'm gonna pull out my axe.
Is that okay?
You gonna pull out your axe?
Oh no!
Not like that.
Pinky's gonna wave it away. Be like, stop it, don't do that.
I'll go out and be like, "We're really cool. You've probably never seen this, right?"
As you pull out the axe, he kind of shies away from it.
Well, obviously, it's a weapon.
A glowing weapon, but he almost kind of like hisses at it, like as it comes out.
Pinky's gonna pull out her cupcake from her little bag of party supplies, and she's gonna give it to him.
Here.
Why don't you eat this, and they'll go away. Don't worry. They're gonna go away and hide. She's gonna look at them like,
Go ahead. Okay.
go away, you're ruining this.
He
She hands him the cupcake.
he says, "No thanks. I already have enough for me as well as some others." And he gestures towards the bag. And
Great.
at this moment, he's like, and Klem told me to wait for her alone. She said to not have nobody around. And make one more persuasion check. Opal and
Pinky.
Pinky.
It's a 15.
15.
19.
But if you promise to be really quiet, I think that's okay.
I can be so quiet. It's gonna be awesome. She's gonna look at everyone else. Right?
Hey, sorry, I just got back from relieving myself. What's going on?
Well, we'll explain while we move this way.
Yes.
All right.
Start walking away. Wasn't their daughter named Klem?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the same Klem.
I don't think Klem is a very common name.
I don't either.
But also, I'm not from around here, so
Well, I mean,
Have not traditional name.
yeah,
Who's-
it's all
who's
the
that?
rage nowadays.
yeah. Who's not very sneaky? If we're trying to hide,
I'm not very sneaky.
So Pinky's gonna walk with you guys a couple steps, and she's gonna explain her plan.
Okay.
Okay, I want you guys to go and hide kind of far away, but where you can still kind of see me. I'm gonna hide really close. And when I give the signal, and she's gonna make, I don't know what she's gonna use for the signal. I don't know. She won't explain. And when I give the signal, you guys follow me. But you're gonna be further back. So if you make a mistake, he won't hear you. She's gonna smile like.
What's the signal?
Let's see. I will. What is she gonna do?
Some really nice bread you got there.
Hold on. I gotta check the spell real fast.
Once you see the fireball go off, that's when you know the signal.
No, not that. Sorry. Let me just remind myself.
Yeah, I
Let's see.
mentioned full keeper access.
Ah.
It's
Adelaide, do you have
Okay.
your quiet shoes on?
You said Adelaide?
Not gonna be
She-
far enough.
Well, kind of gesture. I don't know about you all, but it is getting quite late. I don't know how much longer we want to do this. Maybe we can follow this lead and then head back and get some sleep. It is getting to be like 10 o'clock. Like it's getting pretty late in the day at this point. Probably 9 to 10ish in the evening, so it's already dark outside.
Okay, so Pinky's going to do a very. Has Pinky been able to hear any birds?
Yeah.
Anywhere in the city? Okay.
Yeah.
She's going to very accurately imitate a bird and say, "That's the signal."
Okay.
And she's going to go back to Howl and find a place to hide.
Perfect. All right.
sorry. To Adelaide's comment, I would respond with, "That's a very good point. But we don't know when Powell is going to meet with Klem, so we can take shifts watching. If that's something that would be better for you, Adelaide."
I do prefer a bed, but I think shifts will be all right. Right. As you guys continue forward, I would like everyone who is following to do a stealth check. Those who are far behind, I will allow you to have advantage because you are farther away.
I'm going to be very far away.
A stealth check. 12
I'm
for
assuming you
Moss.
want me to make one too.
Yes. You as well.
Okay. I got a 16.
16? Okay.
18.
18. Okay.
16.
18.
Whoa. What was that, Eli?
17.
Oh, so
17?
close.
Moss with the lowest out of 12.
Hey, I rolled really bad, okay?
You probably rolled You have a really good modifier, but roll bad. Rough. Okay. As you all continue forward, you eventually are led more towards the quarry. That being where Powell is from. He talks to you, Joy, or talks to you, Pinky, just about kind of the life like a day in the life of Powell, just about how he usually wakes up, usually sees his mom and dad off to the mines, then he usually plays with his friends out in the streets. Talks about how he just loves exploring and seeing like all the different people. If you go places, especially here in the bread district, there's a lot of people that come to visit. As of recently, not as much. Eventually he says, yeah, it's been kind of weird though the past couple of days though, hasn't it? I don't know. We're just hopefully soon things will be able to go back to normal.
Happen.
I couldn't hear you, Joy. You cut out for
Oh.
for me at least.
Well, I hope that too.
I mean, it all started when some of those kids decided to go exploring underneath, and then I still haven't been invited down there, but they say it's really cool down in the sewers. So that's why I was hoping I might be able to collect the most bread, and then I would let me join them.
Oh. Do you know what they do down there?
I don't. See, they keep it really a secret. Only those who are welcome can know.
Oh. So like a secret club.
Yeah, I won't be part.
So cool. Does everyone who collects a lot of bread get to be a part?
Oh, maybe. It's just what I asked Klem what she wanted me to do, and she said do this, and so I did. As you continue going, he finally finds a spot. It's kind of an area that's a little bit darker. Something that you've noticed as you walk is it seems maybe more of the houses around here. You can hear people, in a sense, and kind of to maybe feel a little bit darker. You do hear people inside coughing. From what it seems like, the sickness may be spreading, and by the point where you get it's late. It's like 11 o'clock. He says, "Okay, I'm going to stay here. Probably don't want to be around when she comes. Okay."
He's gonna go hide.
Awesome. Eventually, about 20 minutes pass or so. One second. Look something up. If I can find it. To me. Okay, perfect. As you see the same girl with the platinum blonde hair kind of approach out of the dark. By this point, the city almost seems still, kind of like a catacomb, and with this much rock and mortar around you, it's at this point it almost feels suffocating. You don't necessarily know. It almost has a sense of being underground, even though you can still see the stars up above, just because of how much stone is around you. As you guys see the girl kind of come out of the current corner, she has a brief conversation with the boy, Powel, and then eventually takes the bag from him and then turns to leave. It seems that she is heading kind of in the same general direction as the quarry, and as you guys continue forward, you notice that the city itself, as you approach the quarry end of it, becomes more lower class, you could say. The houses go from actually being structured walls and tiled roofs to thatched roofs and boarded walls. Basically hovels. As you kind of come to the precipice, I'm assuming you guys are following Klem.
Yes.
You find yourself at basically a large open pit mine. At the bottom of it, you can still see where they're still cutting away stones. As they dig deeper and deeper, farther and farther into this mountain, aiming the stones that they used to build this city from there, the same color. And along the switchback paths that lead down to the bottom of this quarry, shanties and hovels of those who mine the rock and quarry it out live. Usually it's a fairly busy place with kind of darker, seedy taverns and people still out at night, though a lot of them still kind of shifty. During this night, for a place that seems like it should probably be a little bit more alive, it seems quite dead. Not very many people are going out at this time. As you approach, you see what looks to be town guards, kind of at the precipice of this large area, this quarry, by a lighted lamp post. Klem decides to take a back alley around that. What do you guys do?
Pinky's just gonna follow quietly.
Perfect. Eventually, you find her make her way to a house. And ever so slightly, you see her go up to the shuttered window. She takes a small knife from her pocket and pops the latch that's on the inside. And she enters through the windows very quietly. You lose her in the darkness. Do you head up towards the window and to look inside?
Mm-hmm.
You look inside, you see Klem standing over what looks to be two people. And she's taken out her bag, has broken pieces off of the bread, and she's quietly putting them into the people's mouths. She goes to the husband first, puts it inside. Slowly flips over to the other side, opens the lady's mouth, puts a piece of bread inside. And as you look, as soon as it touches the mouth, unlike normal bread, it straight away dissolves into them. She puts the piece of the rest of the roll that's still together, black and moldy, back into her bag. Tightens it up and heads towards the window. Have you moved?
As soon as she starts heading towards the window, Pinky's gonna move.
You see her kind of come out of the window slowly kind of close it back up. And she moves forward. To the next house. You guys doing anything?
Would I suspect she's up? I think I would have already suspected she's up to something not good.
I think right now Pinky's the only one that was close enough to tell what she was actually doing.
No, that I agree. That's why I'm like, I suspect that I would have seen her go in and then come back out. Just I wouldn't know what she did.
And the red bag is one loaf lighter.
Well, she didn't use the whole loaf. She broke the bread into pieces and put it in.
Half a loaf lighter.
Half a loaf lighter.
Like, would we, like, for those that are not Pinky, like, just be able to tell that things are up? Sus?
Oh yeah, this whole situation with the town being so quiet doesn't seem correct.
Mhm.
And
What do
for those who are back, who are kind of closer by where the guards are standing, you hear kind of idle chatter from them about how it seems like this disease is somehow spreading. And how it's getting worse.
and I move closer to Pinky very slowly.
Yes, that will require you to do a stealth check.
I know.
Can she
I do
even
that as
see
well?
me?
You would ask for them to keep an eye on you.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
so that way
I
you
did.
give the signal. And so that,
That's
yes,
Chase,
Okay.
at this point also, I would like to send my little friend to go get a closer look.
as you guys who are kind of in the back group look over, Moss pulls out from his pocket
Rat.
a little toad.
Okay.
Hey guys, just I'm gonna be doing some stuff. I haven't done this much before, but just make sure I don't wander off or anything like that. As Moss is just gonna like plop down next to them and like release the toad and be like, give me a closer look, buddy.
His big mouth sac expands and then contracts with a ribbit, and he starts hopping towards Pinky.
Nice.
Opal, you were going to approach as well.
Yeah, but gradually.
What was your stealth
It
check?
was a 10.
10.
But like I said, because I'm probably the farthest one.
Yeah. So with a 10, as you kind of get kind of an eerie sense, you kind of step forward, and you almost feel like it's almost like a sense inside of you, like something is definitely wrong. You need to go and do something about it. As you step up your foot, the metal of your greave kind of scrapes across one of the stones. And as soon as she's kind of turned out, she looks up, and Klem sees you. And with that, she goes into a full-on dash, and we need to roll initiative.
Okay.
Well, dang it, the toad didn't get too far.
Yeah, sorry.
I was hoping for a higher one.
Yes.
I literally flicked it for funsies and I got a 20. And I'm like, are you kidding?
That's
And that counts.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Opal. Sometimes the stealth is just not on your side.
It's never on my side. So that's why I'm like, can I do it gradually and very far behind?
It doesn't make a difference. It's just a stealth check.
Got a 3.
For your
And then I got another 20.
Chase, I'm assuming we've had time to take a short rest in this time.
You guys didn't stop afterwards, so no. You guys left the house and
But
you following Pinky.
okay,
With the short rest, you have to like usually sit down and
Chill for a second.
chill for a second. I know that our rule is still 10 minutes, though I don't think the conversation's that wired of that law. You can disagree with me. It wasn't previously stated that you guys were going.
But we did.
Also, it's hard to hear you again, Chase.
Oh, I'm so sorry. If I approach forward, is that better?
Yeah, I think you just need to be close to us this whole time.
I'll just scoot it on that.
Okay.
I gotta.
Yeah.
We're giving initiatives now?
Yes. 25 to 20?
Got 20. Dirty 20.
Ren, you got a 23, is that right?
Can't
Or
hear you,
was
Red.
it a normal 3? Yeah, you're muted. Okay. Then you got 23. Pinky got a 20. Um, 20 to 15.
18.
Oh, 15 to 10.
You got a 13?
A 13?
Yep.
Sorry, I'm taking so long, guys. 10 to 5.
I got a 6. It has not been my 9.
6. And Opal got a 3. Alright. To start off the round, Ren, you are first up. You see as the girl kind of farther away starts bolting away from where she's at.
I had assumed, I had rolled as if I was kind of like in the front group.
Okay.
Is that kosher? That's cool.
Up with Pinky? Or
Not
what
like
do you-
with Pinky. Like you said, like if you're further back, you roll with advantage. If you're
Okay.
closer up, you just roll. That's what I did.
Oh.
I don't know how close that is, but just so you know.
I'll allow you to be a little closer, that's for sure.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
You probably are sitting right now about 40 feet away from her. As she's like in the corner, and you're right here. And then everyone else is about 60 feet.
Okay. So if I just run after her, I can get. You said she's 40 feet? I can get 10 feet away from her and then still throw my net.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Awesome. I'm going to do that. Because I believe in myself. It's going to be good. Yes! I rolled with disadvantage, I think, because it's range 5 and then parentheses 15. Does that mean like 15 is the max, but between 5 and 15 is disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. I rolled a natural 20 and then a 17. So
Oh my god.
I'll take the 17.
Let's go.
So it's 23 to hit
23
this
to-
child.
That will hit.
Hit the child.
Eat it, kid.
What does she need to do? Does she make any saving throw, or is it just she's
I think
in?
It's a strength saving throw. Hold on, let me see. It's restrained until it is free. They can use its action to make a DC 10 strength check,
Okay.
freeing itself on a success.
All right, perfect. So you, seeing this happen, let me change the music. You run up and you are able to throw your net, catching this girl inside of it as she kind of tumbles to the ground, caught in it. The bag full of bread spilling out from it.
How don't think there's anything else I can do. Yeah, I guess.
Just so you guys know, I need to mention this since we're not in combat. That this you can do anime talking in combat. You know, like how in animes, how people like can chat with each other while things are going on. I'm fine with that as a DM too. Just so you guys know, you can do it.
Okay.
Would you say we're out of combat?
No, I was just saying you can chat in combat like anime people.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Good throw, Ren.
thank you. First time I think that's worked. My trusty net.
The trusted net. All right. I think if that's everything that you can do, Pinky, it's your turn. You are only
Okay.
about 20 feet away, as you kind of back up a little bit. So you're
Yeah,
pretty close.
Pinky is going to cast Disguise Self, and she's going to make herself look like one of the little kids that I saw on my way to joining the vigils that first day. And I'm going to mimic their voice.
That little boy with the spin wheel.
Yes,
That keeps the spin wheel. I can't remember his name, but yes.
I don't think he gave a name.
Either. He's just weird. All right.
Yeah.
Perfect. You
And-
appear to be this boy.
Okay. Yeah, and she's going to... What is she gonna do? She's gonna... I guess she's just gonna go up and... She's gonna make sure that... I don't know. I just don't want Klem to make any noise. I don't want her to scream. Does that require an action?
Yeah, what are you going to do to stop him?
Literally just put my hand over her mouth.
Perfect.
Nothing more than that. Just
That probably will take your action, though I don't know if it necessarily, since she is restrained right now, you'll
Mhm.
basically be grappling her, but since she's already restrained, it's kind of just a given. If that makes sense.
yeah. I'm not necessarily like grappling her. I literally am just walking up to her and put my hand on her mouth.
Okay.
Like I'm not holding her, I'm not grabbing her, just be quiet. Don't say anything.
Okay, perfect. That happens. Is there anything else that you'd like to do with your bonus action or anything else?
No.
Perfect. Baron. is it your turn?
Okay, so I'm so sorry. I was helping Tori, but what was the weird thing that happened with Klem? She like ate something.
No, she was feeding it to people in their sleep.
Yeah, but you
Oh.
guys don't know that yet.
Okay,
Yeah.
we don't
I
know
I told
that.
you. Yeah.
Um,
Actually, I think he might have turned and said that. Can
okay.
I like rewind, do my action, just kind of turn to Ren and just be like, she was sorry in the little boy's voice. she was feeding it to the people in the houses.
Disgusting.
Ren just goes super sane. Ah!
Ah, it throws the net.
Okay, and where currently are we? Like, what are the surroundings? Just so I know. You mentioned there were guards somewhere nearby.
So, if you were kind of farther away,
Yeah,
you were about 60 feet away from it.
correct.
There's guards around the corner from you. Probably, like to get to the corner is 30 feet, and then the guards are just like right there, not too far away
Okay.
as well.
Are the guards behind us or in front of us?
The guards are behind you. You have to run to them away.
Gotcha. Okay. And we're just kind of in like the street. Is that correct?
And you're kind of in a back alley.
Back alley street. Okay. While watching kind of what just happened in front, I'm actually going to keep an eye on behind. I'm going to watch kind of behind us for those guards or for anything like that, so I can intercede should I need to. So I'll hold my action. I'll move maybe 10 feet back just so I'm a little bit further back and just kind of keep an eye on the guards or like where the guards were essentially, and just hold my action.
Yeah, perfect. All right. Next up is Klem. So, while she does have a hand over her mouth, she still has the ability to try to free herself from the net. She needs to make a strength saving throw.
I think it's just a strength check.
A strength check. What's the DC?
10.
10. She rolled a 15.
Ah!
So
Oh.
She's so buff.
You put her hand on it, and she will kind of cast off, pushing your hand and the net off of her, and then she is going to use her movement to continue running.
Is it an action to do a strength check?
Yeah, that was her action to get it off. So she is going to do that. With her bonus action, though, as you kind of look back and you see kind of a dark, like spectral sword appear as she kind of holds up her hand briefly as she casts spiritual weapon.
Yikes.
Does Pinky get an opportunity attack as well?
Yeah,
she
do I
like-
get that?
Yes.
Kill her.
Just
Pinky's very conflicted. This is a kid.
You can do a non-lethal attack.
Yeah, I think Pinky's going to.
Boink her.
Pop her on the
Pinky's gonna use her. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, Pinky's just gonna use her whip. That's the most non-lethal. She doesn't want to cut the girl. Try and smack her with the whip. Non-lethal. Ha! That is a 9. So yeah, no, Pinky just misses. Right?
That will miss.
That's what I thought.
Sadly not.
It's okay.
That's okay. But with her spiritual weapon out, she rolled that was a 17 to hit.
To hit me.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
As this dark, like spectral sword, almost like it's dripping shadow, kind of materializes between you and her as you try to swing. It like blocks the blow, and then it'll go and it'll cut you.
Cut me.
You take 3 points of damage.
Oh, good.
Roll the one on her damage. Though it is now alive. Your turn.
My turn? So I was in that kind of same group with Ren. Where would I be, or how far of a distance would I be?
40 feet. Though from now, since she was able to run 30 feet, she's 70 feet away from you.
70 feet? Oh, right. I am going to cast Vortex Warp. I need her to make a Constitution saving throw.
That's a 15.
Dang! So she passes. So yeah, that's my turn. I'm gonna move forward as far as I can.
You're going to move forward as far as you can.
Yep, 30 feet.
Perfect. All right, next up, Moss.
All right. So, how far is Moss away from her at this point?
Moss, you at this point are 90 feet away.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I'm gonna run up, use about 30 feet of movement to put me about 60 feet away, right?
Okay.
And I'm gonna gamble. Should I gamble, guys?
Do it.
Gambling's not good.
Oh, is gambling not good?
I meant in general, but yeah, you take the gamble.
Okay. Sorry, I just gotta see what the distance is on this. Okay, yep. 60 feet exactly. So I'm 60 feet away, right?
Yes.
I'm going to cast Ice Knife at her.
Okay.
So, yeah, Moss is just gonna scream out to everybody using his anime voice. It's like, "Stop, you little girl!" It's a little girl, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yep.
"Stop, you little girl!"
Mhm.
As this knife made out of ice just forms in his hand, he's gonna chuck it. I need to roll to hit. Where's my dice to roll a hit at? Oh, nice. Does a 23 hit?
I would
20?
hope so.
That will hit.
Nice.
Killer.
But we don't want to kill him.
Except that's not how it works.
Oh.
I messed up on that. Wait, okay. Oh no, okay.
Yeah, Tori.
So it hits. She's gonna take... So sorry, my dice. She's gonna take 6 points of piercing damage. And then everyone within a 5-foot radius needs to make a dex save throw.
So there is no one within 5 feet of her. It's just her.
Okay, so she needs to make a dex save now.
Make a dex save.
Yep.
He got a 12.
Ooh, just barely fails. Huh. And so she's gonna take nice. 10 points of cold damage as well.
So 16 points in total.
16 total. 6 piercing, 10 cold.
Perfect. Okay.
Nice.
All right.
And yeah, that's Moss's turn.
All right. Good deal. Opal, it is your turn.
When
Okay. Are you just going to dash?
yeah, I'm gonna dash and maybe do another thing. Can I dash and
Do you want? You can do whatever you want. You just have to explain what's going on,
I know.
or I can explain it.
Would you do that?
Because right
I
now
don't think
it's
you
basically
can.
like 90 feet away because you have to make a turn.
Yeah.
If you were to fly like as the crow flies, she'd probably only be like 60 feet away from you at this point.
I will do that.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna try and stealthily do it.
In the given circumstances,
Can't.
you
Yeah.
can't.
And you said alleyway, but I keep imagining a mountain. But an alleyway.
Yeah. So, is that what you want to do?
Yeah, I just want to get there as soon as I can. But remind me how far a javelin can go.
I would look it up. It should be able to go 30, but
Can I do 30?
I think 30 is without disadvantage. But I can look.
Okay, I just want to hit in front to block the path. Block in the alleyway. That's what I want to do.
The max range of a javelin is 120 feet,
Perfect. Yeah.
but it's up to 30. You get just normal advantage, not normal advantage. Disadvantage after 30 feet.
Yeah. Disadvantage after 30 feet, which is what I was thinking. I just didn't know the max range.
Yeah, I just want to block it. So that would be like 35.
So you're going to go up, and then you're going to throw it. Okay. All right. To describe what's going on and why Opal is going up.
30 feet.
As you all kind of get ready, you look you see, as you all kind of start running towards it, Opal, from behind you, kind of take a glance. You can see her personage start to glow. And from behind her, on her back, you see two kind of angelic amber wings sprout. Correct? As they kind of come out and unfurl, she is going to jump into the air as these wings kind of beat down, and she's going to fly up above, kind of giving off this angelic presence. Both of her eyes have glowing this bright amber color, and like blue.
Blue.
I know,
The
but
rest is
during this thing, they're amber.
Yeah, they are.
Anyways, make an attack roll to see if you can do what you want. I will warn you though, like throwing a javelin just in front of her javelins don't really impede the way. It's more of the intimidation. So I'd rather.
Yeah.
So make your throw and then make like an intimidation check with
15.
for your throw. Okay, it lands right where you want it to. Make an intimidation check.
That's a 19.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
So with a 19, as she kind of is running right in front of her, Pinky, you and Ren will see this, like a javelin just right into the dirt, right in front of her, and the cobblestones getting stuck in them, and she is going to stop herself. I will say that because of this next round, she won't be able to use her action to dash.
She's frightened.
She is frightened, but mostly, usually frightened just means that she wants to get as far away as she wants to. I don't think you want her to just
No.
run around.
She is frightened in the sense of not move, not the other way.
Yeah.
So.
Perfect. Okay. With that, as this is all going on, at the top of the round, the guards, after hearing Moss yell, "Get that little girl!" basically, they'll be like, "Huh? What's that?" And they will approach where you are at, Baron, reaching to where you are, kind of like running towards you.
We'll come back.
You. How high?
Come back. We'll just leave it at that.
For you to get up high enough to see her kind of where it was, you probably don't have enough movement to come back.
That makes sense.
Unless you want to fall. Okay. All right. Baron, as these two guards run up, what are you doing?
Do they look like... Sorry, I'm dealing with a child. Where is your... Do they look like they are like... Have they drawn weapons, or they're more just coming inquisitively?
I mean, they have spears, and so they're basically always drawn. But they're holding their spears. They're running towards, looking more inquisitively, like, "Hey, what's going on over here?" Trying to make sure that someone's not getting robbed or mugged.
Sure. And it's two guards, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I don't know what I want to do. It's okay. Don't worry. That's so bad.
Make a persuasion check.
I'm gonna give myself disadvantage on that one because that was so...
Yeah. As these two guards running to make sure someone's not getting mugged, random guy in the dark say, "It's okay. We got this hand. It's fine."
That's gonna be a 7.
Yeah, we'll let that play out here in a little while. On their next.
I'm a vigil.
Ren, at the top of the round, it is your turn.
All right. So essentially, we're still just trying to get the girl, right? All the stuff with like the guards
Yes.
and bears.
There's a lot of things like that are going on. I think we just need to distill down.
Well, the girl's still running.
The girl is still running.
All right, how far away is she from me?
40 feet.
40 feet. Okay. I will dash and just like kind of like try to just like get in front of her to like stop her.
You'll,
Like try to get in the way.
as she like kind of gets stopped by the javelin that landed right in front of her, you'll kind of run past and kind of body block
Yeah. Yeah.
the path forward. Perfect. You can do that.
And I'll say, where do you think you're going?
And she'll go, duh. All right, Pinky, it's your turn.
Cool. Pinky's going to run up to her because she's right. She has regular movement. Sorry, Klem has regular movement. She only went 60 feet with her dash.
She couldn't dash. She had to use her action to get the thing off.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
Well, like, she's from where you're at right now. She's only 30 feet away.
Okay. Cool. Well then, I'm going to go 30 feet, catch up to her, and I'm gonna cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Perfect.
Let's see. A wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom
The
save.
AC is really low because I didn't prioritize my spellcasting mod, but that's okay.
It's all right. She rolled a natural 1.
Good! So she just descends into laughter and just...
I have a question though. Is this technically being charmed?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Where would I find that on?
I'd probably say it.
What is like the school of magic that it is?
Enchantment.
It doesn't say that they're charmed.
Yeah, if it doesn't say that they're charmed, then no.
Yes,
Okay.
that's true.
Cool. So, for 1 minute, she just thinks that everything is so funny. She is incapacitated, unable to stand, and unable to stand for the duration. At the end of each of her turns, she gets to make a wisdom saving throw. But
Perfect. Okay. As of right now, this little girl, who was hit with this ice knife fire, just falls down in front of you, and is laughing. And it's in the darkness right now. It's kind of a menacing sound as this laughter happens, and you see people like kind of around. At this point, hearing this kind of going on, a commotion outside, you'll see a couple heads down the alleyway kind of poke out through their wooden shutters, out of their little dwellings. People seem to be watching right now.
I'm going to have the attitude of like a kid playing around. So I'm going to laugh with her and act like I just told a really hilarious joke or something. Just because I'm a little kid now, so.
All right. Next up, Baron. These two guards have approached you. One of them will say to you, "What is going on here?" And as you hear from behind you, like this kind of maniacal little kid laughter that just breaks the silence of the night, and it's eerie. It's not very comfortable. What do you say?
And on top of that, Pinky's laughter is ringing out as well. So two kids laughing.
We're vigils and we're trying to get to the bottom of this black sickness and kids missing. If you get in our way, you'll regret it.
That seems like an intimidation. I feel like there probably should be a check made. with
Nat 20.
what? Nat 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Minus 2.
Minus 2, so 18. With that, as you kind of stop them in their path, what is with you having the worst charisma, but still getting nat 20s all the time on you? That's wild. Anyways, as you kind of stop them in their path and say basically what you just said, they'll stop for a moment there. It seems that they have been slowed down. Klem, it being her turn, she is still laughing maniacally for her turn, and then she's going to do a wisdom save to see if she snaps out of it. That is a 12.
Yeah, that she succeeds.
Okay, perfect. As soon as the stops, she seeing that she's on the ground and you're right there and everyone. He at this point is going to start yelling, "Help! Help! Help! They're taking me! Help!" With what's going on.
Can Pinky start doing the same, or do I need to wait for my turn?
You can start doing the same thing if you want to.
Yeah, Pinky's just gonna copy what she's doing because she's looks like a little kid. So.
Yeah, perfect. Alia.
My turn. Alright. So how far behind her am I then? I moved 30 feet that I could.
You right here, you would be another 40 feet away.
Another 40 feet?
Yes,
And she's prone, right?
she is.
Alright. So I'm going to use 2 sorcery points to two sorcery points to regain a second level spell. And then I am going to cast web. Kind of right where she's at. Is Pinky in front of or behind the little girl?
I'm right next to her. Like, standing over her. Help. Screaming help as well.
Alright. So you might get caught in this as well.
Yeah, she'll be caught in it.
But I'm
Totally
gonna
fine.
try and
She's okay with it.
keep Ren out of it. Cast web, whoever's in it's a 20-foot cube. And they need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Is it disadvantage when you're prone for a dexterity saving throw?
I would think so.
That seems right. We'll say that. Well, it doesn't matter because you rolled the exact same thing both times.
What'd you roll?
What did she get?
She got 7. No, not 17. She got 19.
Oh, yeah. What'd you get, Pinky?
Well, I got a 13.
Hey, you both passed. I was gonna say you hit my my thing perfectly. So my
Yeah. If she had failed, I would have failed too. Purposely failed, but she didn't, so.
So
Solidify the illusion.
I believe that's concentration. Is it a bonus action to just drop concentration?
This is just free action.
Free action, yeah.
Drop.
So actually, I'm gonna leave it up, and I'm gonna yell at Ren. Ren, throw her in the webs.
What was that?
Throw her in the webs. I cast webs right
We're in the webs. Okay.
in front of you.
These are some
So-
interesting. You hear laughing. You hear help me. Throw in the webs.
Get the little girl.
Anyone have the
There's
silence?
some wild things going on in you.
And then I'm gonna move just basically right to the other end of the webs.
Because this is a narrow alleyway, you're not able to go around it unless you
Yeah. No, I'm not going to. I'm going just the opposite side of the webs of where. So basically 20 feet away.
All right, so they're on the. Did you center them in the web?
No.
You had them on the edge, and then the web extended towards where you guys are at.
Towards where we're at, yeah.
Because
Okay.
you didn't want to get Ren in it.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. I see, because Ren's on the other side. Perfect. All right. With that, Moss, it's your turn. Now, Moss, something that's important to mention is you've cast spells before, and you can fairly well, by this point, determine how much damage something should do. And the damage that you did with your Ice Knife should definitely have incapacitated a little girl. Emma, it's your turn.
And okay, so she's in the web now, right?
No.
Or that's what you're just shouting out to put her in the web, right?
Yeah.
All right. And I'm 60 feet away, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, you're still 60 feet.
Okay. So I'm gonna stay about 60 feet away. Sorry, I just need to check the range of this. Oh no, range is good. And I'm gonna cast just a cantrip Chill Touch. So Chill Touch, I think it's an attack. Sorry, I'm just checking real fast. Yeah, so, and she's at disadvantage because she's incapacitated, right?
All right, she's not incapacitated. She is
Prone.
Sorry, prone. My bad. Prone. So with advantage.
Real quick, prone actually gives you disadvantage on a ranged attack. Just so you know.
Oh yeah, you're right. Well, that's what's so 14.
14 is her armor class.
So that's a hit.
I think we count that as a hit.
Okay. Just barely. So
Just
she'll take 1d8 damage, which is going to be 6.
perfect.
And then this is important. She cannot regain hit points until the start of my next turn. So the hand's just sort of like clinging to the target. And then if it's an undead target, it has disadvantage on attack rolls against me until the end of my next turn.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah. And that'll be it. And Moss is just going to stay about... He's going to back up 5 feet and stay about 65 feet away.
Perfect. Okay. With that, Opal, it's your turn.
Come on. Swoosh. To be right in front of the girl.
You're going to land right next to Ren.
Right in front of the girl.
He's like have inside the webs, so you can either like land by Ren, who's out of the webs, or land kind of in the web on the other side. Though you would have to do the saving throw if you enter the webs.
But if I don't land.
You can stay up above. You'll just be like 20 feet above the thing.
That's how high it is.
It's a 20-foot cube.
Yeah, so it kind of extends up the wall
Yeah.
and out wide.
Okay. And how far away is Ren from her? 20 feet as well.
No, he's right next to her because he's like
Oh,
right on the edge.
Okay, yeah. Yep. Into Ren.
All right, you land right next to Ren.
And I will pull. I still have my axe out. I threw a javelin, so probably not.
as you pull the axe out.
Pull my axe out. I'll obviously point it at her and threaten her with it and be like, who are you working with?
With that, she is pretty well kind of locked down. Ren, I'm assuming that you're going to do your next turn with putting her in the webs. Let's take this
Yeah.
out of the initiative. I don't think we really need it right now. That makes sense.
Yeah, I
Okay, what?
definitely want to get her in the webs.
With that, combat has ended. As you kind of push her up onto the wall and she kind of gets stuck there.
Pinky is going to make herself stuck as well. Like she's playing the little kid part.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, Opal will just hold her axe up to her and ask that question.
You can see that her face, after like seeing that the help thing hasn't really worked, it's kind of just a flat stare at you.
She's still holding the bag, right?
The bag spilled out on the ground.
Yeah, it did. Okay.
Pinky is going to it's gonna try and drop some subtle hints by saying something like hey guys, this was so much fun. We should probably go home now because it's getting really dark. Me and my sister really need to go home. Can you take us home, please?
Klem won't say
Wink.
anything. Hold on.
What?
I was just saying Klem doesn't say anything. She just kind of keeps Opal's gaze.
And I just move my axe closer to see her reaction to see if she hisses.
It's about this point where kind of a middle-aged man who has kind of that male pattern baldness, kind of in a little bit of a nightgown, kind of comes out around, opens his back door, and like comes out into the alleyway and says, "What's going on here?"
It was a really fun game of chase, and it's over now, so we're gonna go home.
Why? What are you doing with that axe and that little girl?
Oh, we like to make things super dramatic, so it was so fun. We're not gonna hurt her, or they're not gonna hurt me either. It was just for funsies.
I'd like you both to do deception checks.
I was
Since you're not for any reason telling the truth.
I mean, I was kidding. I was gonna.
You don't have to.
15.
You're just making a joke. 15? This doesn't look like a game. What's really going on here? What the?
Alia will just look at him, and she'll pull like the vigil pin out of her hair. And just, this is official vigil business. Please just go back inside your house, and we get it all taken care of. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. And he'll go back inside his house.
You guys, it's home now. She's gonna look at Opal very meaningfully, like, let's get out of the street. This is not good to do here.
I agree. I just want to see her reaction. Did she hiss the what?
She kind of shies away from it. Doesn't look pleased by it. But I mean, I wouldn't feel pleased about it either.
I know, but doesn't have the same reaction as the boy. Okay. Interesting. Right. I'll nod to deactivate and okay. Let's collect Klem and go to a safer spot. Does that sound alright?
Yeah, you guys see Opal kind of, the wings on her back kind of fade away, leaving her back into her normal state.
I'm pretty far back, right?
Yeah, you're still with the guards.
What are they doing? Anything?
Like, as soon as you kind of intimidated them, do you show any proof of being a visual?
No.
No? They're intimidated by you, just like from what you said. But like, hey, look, what's going on here? What are you doing?
I told you.
Official business?
It seems like whatever happened is done now, so let's go about our business.
I don't necessarily love that feeling. Show us what's going on. Let's go with you. This is truly visual business. You won't be against having the guards necessarily go with you.
That's fair.
Yeah.
At this point, I will flash just briefly my little thing, and then I'll.
Okay. So it does look like you are actually a vigil.
You can
We'd
come
still
if you
like-
want.
I mean, it's been a pretty quiet night anyway, so we would like to be able to report whatever's happened here.
We'll start walking.
You notice that the two guards that are with you have basic leathers on, spears, but something that is very defining about them is that both of them have kind of these like hooded cloaks on that are like a dark blood red crimson.
Interesting.
As you guys continue forward, everyone kind of meets back up. What are you guys doing? How are you guys like situating Klem, stuff like that? She doesn't really seem very responsive right now.
I was envisioning wrapping her in webs and carrying her off,
Okay, perfect.
but I want.
So you can do that.
Okay.
So, okay, real fast chase. Amos is familiar with kids, right?
With
As
kids,
Yeah, like Amos knows how, especially like I'm trying to find the correct verbiage for this, but like sort of the riffraff, these kids that run around. What are they called? Like
Urchins.
Hooligans?
what was that?
Urchins?
Urchins, right? Like Moss is pretty familiar with like urchins and urchin culture in general.
yeah.
And he also knows when someone's starting a cult and like when someone's putting together like a hierarchy, right? And so like with Moss's understanding, like is this what Moss is seeing? Like this is a pure cult foundation, or like Moss just wants to make like an insight check of like what's going on in with that foundational knowledge.
Yeah. Make an insight check.
One thing I'm good at. 19. Oh, I lied. 18. My bad. 18.
What you notice, as you all kind of gather together, the webs have mostly dissipated except for the bundle that you've wrapped her in. You notice that her mannerisms aren't that of a little girl. They're like kind of stone cold. Doesn't seem necessarily like really what a little girl would be acting like in this situation. She seems about the age of 10 or so at this point. Just you can definitely tell that this probably, if it is a little girl, is not underneath her own. Either it's not a little girl, something pretending to be, or it is underneath some sort of control.
Okay. Am I noticing any like of the people in the crowd like looking to jump on us right now?
No, not necessarily. You do
Okay.
see what look to be some people that are like pale skin that are sick kind of poke their heads out. But most people are either too weak to get up or
Hardcore
they're like
air. So
Okay, at this point, Moss is just gonna shout out to everybody real fast, be like, "Be careful! I got a bad feeling about this."
all right. What do you guys do?
Well, I assume we're taking her somewhere else. Without dropping the facade of the little kid, I guess, I don't know. Yeah, no, she's gonna hold on to that facade just for Klem's sake, the disguised self. But she's gonna fly up, and she's gonna see if she can scope out a place where they can go and question her, because we don't really have rooms to go to. We don't have, right? So she's just gonna seek out a quiet place without very many buildings, just to see where we can question her. Somewhere close.
Do a investigation check.
Okay. Huh. That's a 8. So Pinky's no help.
Yeah. After a little while, it's kind of hard to like find a place. Most of the places are pretty either lived in or not. You do get the sense, though, it might be not a bad idea for you all to kind of gather together and maybe discuss your next move, though.
Okay. She's gonna fly back down and say, "Okay, guys, let's go. Come on, let's." I don't know.
Go where?
I'll show up with the guards at this point.
Is everyone like gathered close? Is that what we're doing? Is everyone still spread out? Pinky's trying to get us,
Yeah,
get people together. Okay. We should probably move to a different street.
Real fast before we continue on. Opal, Alia, one of you magic users. Can we get this is not a little girl that we're staring at right here. Maybe able to figure something out what she really is.
We should put it out and question her first. I guess Pinky wouldn't say that.
Before we
Sorry.
lock ourselves in a room with whatever this is, I want to know what we're dealing with.
In all honesty, I kind of have to agree with Moss.
A room, we just have attracted too much attention on this street, and
Let's figure
it's
out-
not good to attract attention. So Pinky's gonna motion to the next street over, like, let's, right? We still got a lot of eyes. That's what Pinky's trying to convey.
alright. I'll use divine sense.
Nobody listening to Pinky. That's fine.
My last one.
Sorry, Joy. Moss really wants to know this very second.
I agree with Moss. Let's see. And I agree with Pinky too. Pinky's right. We need to get out of here. And Moss is right, as we don't know what this thing is. 'Cause this is obviously not a child. And we've already seen weird, messed up stuff with children. So, quick little sense, then let's find shelter. Yes?
Sounds good to me.
As you use your divine sense and you kind of take a second to center yourself, that same stench that you got in the room with the teenage boy kind of comes back. Very kin to a fiend of some kind, as this little girl wrapped up in front of you definitely is not a humanoid, but a fiend.
Okay. Yeah. She's not good. She's a fiend. So let's find a secure place to take care of her. Moving forward. Pinky, lead the way.
Pinky's just gonna take him to a couple streets over, somewhere where it's quieter. No one's looking out windows yet.
As you guys start moving, we are going to head to break.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll be back here in just a couple minutes. Ready to keep going.
Sweet.
That's all right, you guys.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Doodle-doodle.
Good deal. So, as you guys move over a couple streets, you find a little bit of an alleyway. You can see kind of close by what looks to be kind of some switchback roads heading down deeper into the quarry. Pretty close. And then not too far away from you is one of those high walls that a lot of people use for travel. Kind of a little bit in the distance, but not too far away. You find yourself kind of close to what looks to be a little stable area, and across the street looks to be a bar, though at this time of night it looks pretty deserted. Maybe it has to do with what's kind of going on in the area, or maybe it has to do with just... well, let's be honest, it's what's going on. People aren't really out at night during this time.
Would you like to be honorary guards of the vigils?
We're willing to assist you. What do you need us to do?
Can you watch either end of this alley and just keep the public from coming down this way?
Oh. No, we can do that. We would like you, though, if you can, to fill out a full disclosure of what you learned from your interrogation, if you'd be willing to do that, so that way we can bring that back to our people.
Sure, Alia will fill it out.
Good deal. As you guys kind of gather back together and they kind of post their way, one of them kind of a little bit up the ramp, and then one of them not too far away, just kind of making sure people aren't coming.
I'm going to turn to Moss as these guards are away. That spell could have killed a little girl.
Must like turn over and look at Baron and be like, Baron, it's not a little girl.
Yeah, but did you know that at the time that you cast that spell? Next time, don't do it again.
What's your problem?
I'm just going to turn away and walk towards the little girl.
Takes a tough man to talk and a weak man to walk away.
As you guys are there, who is going to be kind of their questioning?
Pinky will be saying the first thing. She's going to jump right in.
Yeah.
Does anyone else want to say if they're there or not real fast? Or
Moss wants to be far enough away that he's listening, but not too close.
I'll be right
Okay.
there.
Okay. Cool. Pinky's going to stick her finger in the little girl's face. She's going to say, "Where are the kids? What do you have to do with the disease? And what is it about the stores?" Stare intently. Maybe try and, I don't know, intimidate a little bit. I don't know. As much as the little kid can be intimidating.
And like as you say those things, Clem will kind of like look at you, and her voice changes from the kind of the soft little girl to more of kind of a deep, almost kind of throaty, kind of really back, and kind of almost like sounds like gravel raking across itself, though it's making vowels and consonants. She'll say, "You may want to ask more of one question at a time. What do you really want?"
At that point, she's going to look at everyone else and be like, "What first?"
Can I ask? I'm just covering so I don't see Chase's information. Let me see. Would I recognize that voice?
Not necessarily, no.
Okay. And I'm looking this way.
It's just like... what
Also,
is this
I have a
world?
dagger in my hand at this point.
Okay.
Okay. Who do you work for?
With that question, work is one way to put it, but I prefer the term serve.
You serve.
There are many different voices, many different things that move in the night. All of them are under one head, but all of them work separately in their own fashion and in their own right. I'm lucky enough to serve Moanyan. And that's Moanyan.
The music isn't
Mo'onyan.
playing.
Moanyan.
On. Yeah.
Where are the little kids?
They're safe.
What do you plan on
Being
doing
watched
with
over.
them?
Keeping him there where they are at. Close to him.
Sorry, that's not good enough, and I'll take my dagger and stab it into her knee.
Alright. How much damage? Roll for damage.
7 points of damage.
Okay. With that, unflinching, but keeping your gaze, the Klem will look at you and say, 2 days ago, 3 kids entered the catacombs. For some reason, only one returned. If you want to know, look down. It's underneath us all. Sydney,
Nope.
Sydney is not just one, but many, layered on top of itself.
Seeing Pinky's reaction, I'll kind of look up her after he's done and just say, "Don't worry. My weapon isn't silvered, nor is it holy."
Pinky's still horrified that you... I don't know. She can't get over the fact that this is a child. In appearance.
Are you
So
possessing
she's
the
still
child?
Who did she say she served again?
Mo'onyan.
Onion.
Okay, and that's not like a deity.
You've never heard that as a deity per se. I would allow you to do a religion check, though, to see if that rings any bells.
I'd love to.
Ring a bell for me, please.
You'd also have to do a history check.
That's a 12 for
I don't
religion.
think they
Me.
would know.
Can I also make that, Chase? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I did not hear the name. I don't know.
8.
None of you really have ever heard of that name. It seems, at least to your knowledge, not one that's ever been mentioned before in your gatherings.
Did you answer Joy's question, Chase?
What was the question?
She had.
I have a question?
Oh,
It
yeah.
was,
You asked whether it was Elias' question, whether it was
Yeah.
possessed or it
Elias,
was
my bad.
not. It did not answer.
Mouse is gonna walk a little bit forward and be like, You gonna answer the question?
No.
What's your name?
My name is a very powerful thing against me. I will not share it.
Oh. So he's a demon, huh?
Opal, you're sure this is a demon? And not something else possessing a little girl's body? I don't want a girl's blood on my hand.
I'm sure. Well, she could be possessed.
You know, Pinky, when we played bread tag yesterday, we didn't do the full version of the song that is shared to start the game of bread tag.
Does she know it's Pinky?
You were there. You were with her. Right.
I'm disguised as another little kid right now.
Um,
Just wondering, is she seeing through my disguised self? Or
I had kind of called you out as well.
did you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you did.
yeah.
Well then,
So-
Pinky's just gonna drop the guys at this point. Then.
Sorry, Pinky. That was my fault.
I prefer the original version better to the shortened one. As she kind of looks around at the night sky. At this point, there is no moon, and the only light that is shining is from the stars and the few torches that are placed around.
Are the guards still with us?
The guards are kind of posted a little farther away, trying to make sure that no one comes. Not really. It's a pretty dead street, but they're keeping anyone who would be kind of traveling past at bay. The original version goes, and then she'll change her voice back to the sound of a little girl. Bakers and burglars both want bread. If one finds the other's dead. And at that moment, as you see that, as she says that, you'll see each one of you have that same type of shadow that came out of the boy. They almost materialize close by to where you're at. It's hard to tell how many, as they almost blend in with the darkness. So the question is, are you the bakers? Or are you the burglars?
We're on a pretty dead street at the moment.
What?
Like, describe kind of what's around in the street for me real quick.
Maybe let's pull up the battle map, because at this moment, after she says that, the shadows will descend upon you. All right.
I was gonna say right when he asks that, like just before we get into it, if there's like a pile of trash or anything kind of around there, if you allow it, Alia wants to cast Create Bonfire.
Yeah, there is. You're kind of in a stable-esque area. There's some kind of on the ground and in a trough that you could
Okay.
to light up the area.
And then it's what do we use again?
So I did not put a password on it because I'm only going to share it into our
Oh, okay. In our Discord.
Discord. So that way you guys can just jump in. We don't have to worry about that. This should be just in the living room.
This is awkward. I told everyone we should have just stabbed the kid.
I did stab the kid.
But
I
like
did
a lot. Like a lot of stabbing.
The guards will look like the little fists.
Okay.
So one will be kind of down there, and the other one will be kind of up here.
Is
Okay.
Adelaide and Pablo with us at this point?
At this point, they are not with you. For brevity and to kind of go back, basically Pablo and Adelaide got, as you guys were heading and following the girl, they got a call and said they would just meet you back at the Vigil's outpost. It seemed that she got a message through the sending spell that got to her. Can you all see this?
Yep.
Oh no.
You have to do that so many.
Putting for me.
So the little fists are the guards. These are the shadows that you can see right now. And the mask is the little girl. As you can see, the street kind of winds up from here. And you're right next to the bar that's kind of built into the side of that great high wall that's used for traveling. As well as you can kind of see around, there's a couple of homes not too far away. Can you see this, Faith?
Mhm.
Perfect. All right. With that, we should probably roll initiative, huh?
Yep.
Oh.
I'll say it when you do it. Also, I made the middle thing. It's very gross.
How long were we questioning her for, Chase? Not very long.
10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
Short rest?
I would prefer you guys to say, hey, we're going to take a short rest.
Okay.
We're taking it right now.
We're gonna
before
Moss
something
Moss is
like
gonna lift up his hands and say, "Short rest." And we're all gonna wait, right?
I will allow you guys to have that this time, though I do expect you in the future to let me know when you guys are resting.
Nah, Moss is not gonna take a short rest.
Thank you, Chase. I'll take a short rest.
He will
Um,
take a short
I
rest.
do not like the ooh, please, the dick count. If we're doing the 10-minute rule, let's let me know if you guys are going to take a rest, because it feels
So-
kind of weird if it's like.
Okay.
I guess Chase, maybe this might just help us a little bit out. But maybe if we just establish that like a short rest means like a mental and physical rest.
It's something that, basically, you as a player will turn to me and say, all right, during this time, even if it's, if it's 10 minutes long, hey, just so you know, while we're questioning her, I'd like to focus on taking that short rest and stuff like that, where you'll be doing kind of lighter activity.
Okay.
So just with that expectation forward, I'll let you have it this time, Baron, but I expect going forward you'll let me know.
Thank you, Chase.
As well as, just so you guys know, with kind of talking during combat, I'd like you to, if it's your turn, you can initiate talking, just so it doesn't get super scrambled with who's saying what. Wait until it's your turn to initiate, but you can also, if someone talks to you during combat, you can respond to them. It's not that big a deal. you can just respond in the moment. But that way we're not like, oh, can I say something right now? We'll just try to have a little bit more structure to it. If you want to say something, say it to your turn, or if you have something really important, you can ask as well.
Alright.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry for that. Just wanted to get that. Ooh! I love him. He's so cute. Okay, guys. I need to know what the initiative track is.
25.
Holy cow. 22.
I got
He
it.
is. Ren will always go first, basically.
One of these days I will go first, Ren.
I got a
Ren with
20.
point- Moss with a
20 as well. What's your dex, Kyle?
3.
Alright, you go first. Mine's a 1, so.
All right. 20 to 15.
I got a 20 as well. So.
Yes. I got you. Who else?
I got an 11.
So 15 to 10.
11.
11. Anyone else?
Enjoy.
Okay. Let me write some things down. Opal. Okay. 10 to 5.
Yeah, I got a 6.
Oh, what the heck? That's not fun.
Crazy because I got a 20 last time. Like, what happened?
5 to 1. Anyone? Is that everyone? I'm missing someone.
Everyone.
I think that's everyone. Baron, where were you?
I'm a 22.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And then bringing up the rear because they got really bad. The guards. All right, Ren, you are first up as you notice around you, kind of out of the darkness, these shapes, kind of coalescing. What do you do?
So these are the same things that we fought before, right?
Yeah, this looks to be people probably had expelled these ones and then they slipped into the night. They look very similar to what you fought previously.
Okay. I guess Opal's in the way. I won't attack the girl. I'll probably go for the shadow that's closest to me.
Okay.
And I'll just try to get it with my sword. I know I don't have anything that is. I don't have Shadow Killer or whatever like Opal has, but I'll just try my tuna sword. Because shadows and like fish, they're kind of similar, you know. That's 8 and 11.
11. Let me see if that hits.
Are you moving up to that one, Ren?
Yeah, hold on. Oh. Probably right there. Yeah.
And for some reason, I took my bookmark off the spot that I needed it to be. Very silly move. There you go. It's over. An 11 to hit?
Yes.
That sadly will miss. Just barely, though. As you kind of slash down, it's hard to tell as it kind of molds into the darkness and the dim light that's right here. You aren't able to find purchase on it.
Can I use my bonus action to try again?
I think you can use your bonus action to use your harpoon if you'd like.
Oh yeah, so like a different one. Sure, I'll try it. Might as well. No, it doesn't hit.
Doesn't hit?
Or 2.
Yeah,
Plus
that one, sadly enough, not hit. Though you did give it the good college try. Alright, with that, Baron, it is your turn.
Where is Alia's fire?
I don't think she really... She was asking if she could. I was assuming that was going to be her first action.
I was gonna see if I could do it right before, as he said. But it doesn't matter. I remember a thing, so I'll just forget it.
Okay. If you'd like to, you could have that to start off with. I think it was a little unclear, but I'll let you have that as like you've cast something and it's starting to burn. I would say probably on your turn is when it'll turn. It's casting bonfire.
You're fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm not stressing out.
Okay.
That's a shame. Okay. Well, if that's the case, then. Okay. I'll actually stay exactly where I'm at, and I will drop my whip to my side, like it'll just unfurl, and I'll kind of start twisting it like around my body, creating like different choke points, essentially, giving it a higher, essentially, velocity when I unwrap it to come across my body, right? And I'll use that to fling it out to the one that is just kind of in front of me, right? Over here. Oh wait, do I have a green? Can you see that? Oh yeah, that one. Can you see that?
I cannot see yours.
Okay, that's okay. Oh, it's because that. Anyway, the one that's between me and Ren. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Yep. And I will go ahead and make my attack.
Alright, make your attack with that.
Nat 20.
Nat 20, that will hit. Nat 20.
Thank you. That is gonna do 6 points of damage, and then plus whatever the lingering effects table is.
Okay. Let me look that up.
As I go and I just go to strike at it. Are we doing explosive nat 20s? I feel like we kind of stopped that, so
Yeah.
should we just nix that rule?
Yeah, I think that one's
Okay.
Gonzo Alonzo. That's okay.
And that
Why is
is
it so-
slashing damage. Nothing fancy.
Slashing damage. Okay, so the slashing damage doesn't necessarily seem like it is able to do as much damage as.
Yeah, I think Baron knows.
Previously.
I think Baron knows that at this point. Use
As you
magic
slash
on these
them-
guys.
As you slash it, you can see what looks like a tear form, like right across the center of its chest, as a minor scar is put onto it. Kind of able to more discern mark this one what it actually is.
Okay, and then I will move 5 feet. Why can't I grab any of my guys? There we go. I'll move 5 feet forward, and as I'm moving, I'll bring my whip back and I'll wrap it around my arm, or like I'll bring it back and I'll wrap it and I'll kick it back. So I'm gonna make a shot at the main lady. I forget her name, and I'm action surging. Sorry.
Okay, perfect. Do it.
And I actually, can I use my inspiration for advantage on this because I have a 1 inspiration for attacking with a whip.
Perfect. Yeah, do it.
That's gonna be a 14 to hit.
14. A 14 is its arm class, so you just barely hit
Nice.
as you sink the tips of your whip into its flesh.
That's
I'm
also
sorry.
going to be 6 points of slashing as it comes off of my foot, and I use my foot to kick it back, essentially.
Perfect. This creature, whatever it is, seems to not have the same resistances as the shadows themselves.
Interesting.
Though maybe a little bit more hardy, and it takes that damage like it would. Okay, I think that's your turn, Baron. Moss, you are up.
All right. So with it being Moss's turn, he's first going to activate his symbiotic entity. And so for those sort of, no one's really paying attention to Moss, but at this point he sort of like takes in a deep breath, and all of a sudden his veins just begin to pulse as like this green glow is like starting to flow through his veins. Unless there's anything else you want to add.
What do you do after that? And maybe we can add a little bit more flavor.
Okay. So after that, I just gotta do some quick math. That's gonna be right there. Okay. So Moss is going to run 5, 10, 15. Will he get advantage being directly across from Pinky?
Yes.
Okay. And he's going to use both of his blades, his obsidian daggers, and strike down twice. The first one, because of advantage, will be fun. Right? So, because advantage 14 plus. So the first one's going to be for 19. If that hits.
That will definitely hit.
Okay. So that's going to be 19 points of damage, and that's going to be 3, 6 plus. Sorry, I gotta pull out all these dice right now. I never thought I'd be that good. Sorry. I'm just looking at all the modifiers. Okay. So 6 slashing, right? Then it's gonna be 4 necrotic. And
6 slashing and 4 necrotic.
sorry, 8
Wow.
slashing. Add 2 to the slash and 4 necrotic. For the first dagger. And then the second dagger, 17, 23 will hit, I'm assuming, right?
23 will hit. So that was
Yeah.
8 plus 4, right?
Yeah, so 8 slashing, 4 necrotic. And then the second dagger is just going to do 7 points of damage.
Alright, good damage.
Yeah. Yep, and that will be Moss's turn. But he's saving his reaction. Just FYI.
Perfect. With that, Alia, it is your turn. What are you doing?
Me?
Yes.
Okay. So, Chase. This direction's gonna be 1. This direction's gonna be 2. This direction's gonna be 3. This direction's gonna be 4. I'm gonna roll a d4.
I didn't see any of those.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I rolled a 1. So, I imagine she's kind of facing this way. So she's gonna just kind of start backpedaling. Like 10 feet.
Perfect.
And that'll be my turn.
Perfect. Awesome.
Chase, real fast. I lied to you. It was only 4 points of damage on the second slash, not 7. My bad. Just wanted to correct myself on that one.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, with that, it is her turn. As you see her body kind of writhes and changes as she is able to shrink her form from the size that is right now to even smaller humanoid. And Pinky, you would notice as you kind of look at her and she finishes changing, the face that you're looking at is your own, as she's changed to look exactly like you. Outfit and all.
Oh no.
Let me get rid of this.
It's no good.
And I will put a red thing around it.
Oh no, there's another one.
And with her smaller form, the webs around her kind of slip off. And she is going to take the disengage action.
Okay.
And she's going to...
So as she makes her action, I'm going to use my reaction just to do Halo of Spores on her, just so you know.
Okay. All right. Is that an attack or just a area of effect?
It's she just needs to make a con save.
Perfect.
And since she's disengaging, it's not an opportunity attack.
It's not an opportunity attack, sorry.
Well, it's okay. I just wanted to clarify.
With where she is going to scamper away. She rolled for her constitution a 9, just so you know, so she fails.
So she'll fail on that. And she's going to end up taking 4 plus 3, 7 points of necrotic damage.
Ooh. That's 7?
Yeah.
4 plus 7 is 11, correct?
Or sorry, 4 plus 3, so 7 total.
Yes.
Mhm.
I was 7 plus 4, because I just need to make sure.
Yep.
As you cast this on her body, the pinky form starts kind of almost looking like it's starting to melt and deform as she is able to kind of run and kind of hop through this kind of little hut here. 1. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. As she's kind of running kind of towards this guard. Next up will be the shadows. The ones that are visible will kind of come up to here. One will stay engaged with you, Baron, and just move up to kind of block Pinky. These two will kind of move down in this direction to kind of engage you guys. As of right now, there's 1 against each one of you. And so I'm going to have them kind of do a flat, quick roll for that. As each one of them kind of reaches out to touch you, for Ren, it rolled a natural 1. It is not able to touch you. Baron, it gives a 15. Or no, a 19 to give it.
That hits.
Alright, with that, you feel yourself lose 9 points of damage as this kind of necrotic feeling creeps up as it kind of grabs and touches your shoulder. Along with that, you lose your strength score is reduced by 3.
Whoa.
So I'm pretty sure you have a 2. It goes down to a 7.
Oh. Oh no.
Don't let these things touch you.
With that, Pinky, the one that is facing you, will try to attack. It will miss. Opal. It will also miss, as it rolls poorly. And Moss, it got an unnatural 20.
Yeah, that's gonna miss.
Of course.
All right.
You will take 8 points of necrotic damage, and as you feel this course through your body, your strength score goes down by 1.
Oh no. Well, there
So-
goes all my temporary hit points.
I don't know if you, say if your strength score is a 10 and it's minus by 1, it's now 9, so you have a -1 to strength.
Yes. So I have a -3 to my modifier right now.
And just so you know, if it is reduced to 0, you will outright die.
Whoa.
Just so you know. All right. With that, Opal, it is your turn.
Seeing that Miss Ma'am, Mr. Man, thing has flown away. I
She
mean,
didn't fly,
well, you know.
but she ran. Yes.
Would you say I can engage the thing again, or no?
The
Radiant Soul.
Radiant Soul, it's once per long rest, so not yet.
Oh, I had recorded once per turn.
That should be once per long rest. That's okay.
It's okay. What a waste. Alright, well, we'll just swing my axe.
Good deal.
I mean, I don't know how to work this thing, because you always do it. The measuring? You are... I can reach you. I would get,
You would get 3 opportunity attacks on you, though, if you were to try to hit. Unless you threw a javelin, you could try that.
oh, swing my axe. Alright. We'll just... I went this way by 5 feet, and then a straight shot, I still not
You still have
safe.
you'll have opportunity attacks on you wherever
I
you
know.
move.
Oh, woo! Okay. Ready, go! Swing me axe. Okay. That is a 19 to hit the one to me.
Okay, the one that attacked you,
Yeah.
that will hit.
And we're doing double and.
Just so you remember, you could use a charge as well if you want to add a damage dice.
I can do it 3 times.
As well as you can use Divine Smite and anything else that you would like to use.
Yeah. It's better when I crit, right?
It is better, but you can also use it whenever you feel like you need more damage.
I want more damage. Okay, we'll use my charge. So again.
Yeah, so you can roll it one more time and add it again to it.
Okay, so can I add that with it?
No, it's just the dice.
Overall.
That stays the same. Right.
Okay, so that's 15. That's plus your dice. That's 11. Then plus the 4 is 15.
15.
Yeah.
As that one, you hit it. It looks like it is not doing very good.
Yeah, kick it.
You didn't kick it.
Yeah, kick it.
It is
Ready?
kickable.
Let's see. Oh, it's caught. That's the same number.
It is in a very much a kickable state, though.
Kick it in the gut.
As you kick it, you feel your foot kind of morph into it, and like it's cold and gross. And it's like, oh,
Don't kick it.
it's you kick it, but it just doesn't do much to a shadow. He is not looking pretty. He's looking actually pretty bad.
They didn't look pretty before.
Okay, with that, Pinky, is your turn.
Okay, I'm going to disengage
Yeah.
with that dude, and I'm going to move over here, and I'm going to swing at her with my rapier. I'm gonna try and stab her in the back for taking my form.
You can disengage as a bonus action.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, rogues.
Perfect.
Them rogues.
That is a 17 to hit.
That will hit.
Nice. Okay. 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. So as you kind of run up and with a knife that you have, you kind of come up and you stab her in the back. You feel the knife go ice cold as you're touching it. And the head of the creature around you kind of turns like 180 and kind of looks at you kind of straight in the eyes and says, "Soon, Voddenfell will come." And then start melting into kind of pools of shadow as you see your own visage, your own version of yourself melt into a pool of kind of black ooze in front of you, and she is dead.
Oh.
Moss, you've gotten her to 1 hit point.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
I know. I was like, come on, we got it.
What did you say? Something is coming soon?
Voddenfell will come soon.
Say that the name one more time. Voden?
How do you spell it?
Voddenfel. You can spell it however you want because it was not. He didn't like speak in letter, but
Right. I just couldn't understand the first part because the V can be a lot of things.
yeah, it could be B, Voddenfell.
Okay.
With
Cool.
that,
I'm gonna kind of curse at her and shake my fist because how dare she take on my form?
I know. With that, you will notice. Actually, with that, it is. You'll notice this as you guys are standing there. The 2 guards that are kind of close by, they're right next to them appears shadows out of the darkness with advantage to attack as they were sneaking. That one will miss. The other one, as he steps out. That one will hit this guard, and he will take 7 points of damage, and his strength is reduced. As you see, kind of the same almost look of sickness kind of come over him, and those who have been hit kind of have that paler, almost kind of gaunt look from these shadows, though as your strength has been kind of sapped. Guard. Good to know. All right, with that, we're up at the start with Ren. It is your turn.
All right, I think I'm just gonna try again with this shadow. Slice him up. I think it's a pretty good thing to do. That's better. 16?
16, that will definitely hit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. 3 damage.
Ooh, that's not nice.
I rolled a 1 on that guy. And then I might as well get my spear gun as well.
Okay.
Okay. 17 to hit.
That will also hit.
Okay. And then... Okay. That is 6 damage.
6 damage. You feel like you're slowly kind of whittling down, but as you've seen with a lot of the attacks, a lot of them don't seem to be doing nearly as much damage as you would like.
Mm-hmm.
It seems that this fighting scene, while you are working towards getting it, without the proper means, it seems like it's a very difficult task.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that, Ren, is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, I think that's it.
Good to know. All right, Baron, it's your turn.
Hey, I think it's time we get out of here, and I'm gonna disengage as an action. And I'm gonna... Oh, I can't grab my guy. I'm gonna back away to right next to Ren, and I'm gonna bait and switch with him. So we're switched places. And then I'm gonna keep moving. So where was I? I was right here, right? So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I'm gonna give... Hi, buddy. You get a 7 to your AC, Ren.
Ooh.
7.
And that'll be until my next turn.
Dang.
Ye old Ren. All right, with that, Moss, it is your turn.
Why are we
Moss?
running, Baron? Okay, Moss is gonna move 5 feet this way. Still gonna attack the monster that's in front of him. So both of the obsidian blades. The first one, I have advantage, correct?
Yes, since you are flanking, you have advantage.
Good, because my first roll was a 1. 16 plus 5, so 21. I'm assuming hits.
That will definitely hit.
Okay. And that is going to do 1d. So that's going to do 6 plus 4. So 10 slashing. 10 slashing damage. And then 2 necrotic. So 12
10
total.
slashing and 2 necrotic.
Yep, for the first dagger. And then the second dagger... Nat 20'd on it. And so,
Ooh!
are we just doubling dice for Nat 20?
Yes, you double dice.
Well, it sucks. 2 points of damage.
Hey, but it does get a lingering effect. Let me roll for that.
2 points of damage on a Nat 20. Is that even possible?
That is...
Oh, why couldn't that have been on the first one?
So, as you stab it with your second dagger, you feel like it doesn't necessarily do tons of damage, but you seem to almost nick, maybe like the fiber, the fiber, the string holding this together, as it seems to struggle and kind of convulse in your hand as you kind of feel the cold, icy feel roll over you. You can tell you've done some sort of internal injury to it, which means that whenever it attempts an action in combat, it must first succeed a Constitution saving throw. If it fails, it just loses its action and can't use its reactions until the start of your next turn. So
Okay.
It seems to be not doing as good.
And then how dead does this thing look?
About mid. Mid dead.
Okay, Moss is gonna... Moss will shout out to Baron, "Why are we running?" Oh, and then look at the Discord screen and realize Baron's not there.
Hey, he's gone.
Does anyone know why we're running? Or, like, honest question, does anyone know why Baron just shouted run?
I think it's just because these
Get out of
guys it's too much to deal with. They're dangerous.
Okay, is that the... I guess Moss will shout that out to see if the general consensus is to run.
You guys can answer if you want to.
Sure.
All right. With that, Alia, it's your turn as you kind of come to your senses. Mom was kind of talking about running, and you see Baron kind of taking off that direction as well.
I am going to cast Chaos Bolt at this guy right here.
Perfect.
So I'm gonna roll the hit. 15.
15 will hit.
Okay. And this is going to be force damage. So 2d8. Roll that. Okay, and plus a d6. So 12 plus 6. Just 3. 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage. What?
15 points of force damage.
Force damage. Good to know. As you cast this force damage on it, it seems to be able to do more damage than the typical melee attacks, as it is vanquished and no more.
Sick. So Alia will take it as we are going to try and back off and fight another day. So Alia, I'm going to go 5, 10, just 5, 10, 15. I'm kind of just back up this way.
As you do so, the one that was just next to you that you didn't see before because it was hidden will get an opportunity attack on you. That is an 18.
It hits.
As you will take 8 points of damage, and your strength is reduced by 4.
4?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I'm assuming you're probably pretty weak at this point.
Yeah.
As you feel a lot of your life just drain out of your body.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Eli's turn.
That is the lion's turn. With that, Klem is dead. But the shadows are still about. The one that hit you, Alia, is going to try to make its stealth check again. It has advantage while in darkness or dim light. What is your perception?
My perception, my passive
Or your
perception?
Passive perception.
Passive insight, passive intelligence, passive. Wait, where's? 1 sec.
It should just be 10 plus your, or just equal to your wisdom modifier. So
Okay.
a 12, a plus 1.
12.
Yeah, 12. It disappears from your sight.
Okay.
This is, I will move it off. As you just see a shadow of a hand reach out, touch you, and then disappear back into the darkness. The one that's kind of close to you, Pinky, will also disappear.
Okay.
It will be gone as well. For those that are left, with some of these, Moss, the one that you attacked, will turn towards you and go to attack you again.
Does it have to make its Constitution save?
It does. Here. I'll use that first roll for its Constitution save because it would help you out. He rolled a 9, so he is unable to attack. The one that you and Alia are bodying. The one that's next to Opal, it will.
Before it attacks, I'd like to use my reaction on that one to just do Halo of Spores. Just needs to make a con save.
Perfect. That one is 15.
Sorry, Opal. It passed.
Dang it. As it seems to that time actually be able to hold in its guts. There's smoke. The one that's right next to Opal will disappear into the shadow.
Is it their action to disappear?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess you don't really know that, but it is not.
I'm gonna say the fact that I didn't get attacked again was surprising me a little bit. So
This one will disappear, but it will just reappear on the other side of Opal, and do an attack on her. That is 12 to hit.
Nope.
Oh wait, no, it has advantage because it was hidden from you. That is a 16 to hit.
Nope.
Good deal. With that, the one that is facing Ren will attack him. That is like a 22 to hit.
I was gonna say he got a +7 to his AC.
Oh yeah, that would mean that my AC is a 20. So
Your AC is 20.
yeah.
It barely beats that with a 22.
Oof.
You will take,
Sorry.
as
I
it
tried.
grabs your arms, you will take only 6 points of damage. Your strength, though, is reduced by 1.
Okay. Now it's a -2.
Yeah.
So
Hope you don't have to do the high jump anytime soon. You'll be getting a little tired. Oh my gosh. He is morphing.
Shadow clone.
yeah.
You think you're more powerful than I? Fusion Ma! Anyways. The ones that are on the guard.
Yes, I just made a billion duplicates of my token on the battle map. Continue, Chase.
Yeah. The ones that are down by the guards, the one at the bottom won't hit, but the one at the top will, where this guy will take he will take 7 more points of damage, and you actually see the one shadow kind of just drain the life out of this dude as he falls limp on the ground, and the one guard is dead.
No.
Dang it.
Oh,
Yep.
With that, it is Pinky. Or actually, no, it's Opal's turn. Opal, it's your turn. Yep. The one that's to your side, right here, you did a big hit to. It looks really hurt. This one, just in between you and Moss, you'd have advantage on attacking it. It looks less hurt. Do with that information what you will.
Be cool if I could do a big old swing and just finish the other guy and nick the one next to me.
Wish. If our cleaving rule states that you have to attack one that's not right.
Alright, I will hit the less hurt one with a 16.
16? Okay, that will hit.
Dun, dun, dun. Do I get to Divine Smite it again? Oh,
Yeah, you could put Divine Smite on it, or you could use one of the 2 charges that you have left.
just Divine Smite it.
Did you roll with advantage as well?
No.
You could also roll with advantage to see if you crit. Because you have advantage from flank.
Oh, where's... No. Alright, so... that was 10 points of damage on the less hurt boy.
Okay, perfect. With 10 points of damage, you're able to finish him off as you see the shadow dissolve and wisp away between you and Moss. You still have one right next to you.
Yeah.
Um,
And then instead, bam, side eye, dead.
if looks could kill, Opal would be massacring right now. With that, Pinky, it's your turn.
And real fast, I might have to drop for a quick work call. If I'm in the work call when it's my turn, Moss is running.
Perfect.
Okay. Which direction are people running?
North.
Has anyone actually started running yet?
Baron, he
Okay.
is in this direction.
Okay.
We've been moving
Cool.
north. Yeah.
Aha.
Cool. Well, Pinky is going to. She's gonna take out her. Sorry. Let's see. Sorry. Okay, Pinky's gonna move up there. And she's gonna shoot at the guard. Sorry, not the guard. The shadow near the guard at the bottom.
Good deal.
With her crossbow. That's a 13.
13 will hit.
Hey. It's not gonna do much damage, but that's okay. Wow, max damage. But that's still only 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage on that far dude. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. You feel like you got a big hit, but also it's still not doing as much damage. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Okay. With that, Pinky, that being your turn, it is the guard who's left turn. He's going to see that he is not in a very good situation. He's going to disengage. He's going to run 5, 15, 20, 25, 30, and stand next to Opal, who has the glowing axe and looks kind of tough. And safer. With that, Ren, it's your turn up at the top of the round. Joe.
All right. I'm gonna. I want to kill this guy. This shadow. And then I'm gonna run. So, call me greedy. I'm gonna sword this guy. That is a 15 to hit.
15 will hit.
Schwink. Awesome.
Got him.
And then. Ho! How much is that? 16 damage.
Oh my gosh. Because he's already hurt, huh? 16 damage is good, though. Reminding you,
Max damage.
that's ugly. That is halved because of a non-magical attack. Just so you know, sucks.
It's still more than I've been doing, though. So.
Yeah, that was a good hit. Would you like to use your harpoon gun for your bonus action?
Is it still not dead? Goodness.
It's not.
Yeah, I guess I can, and then I can run.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. Okay. Ooh. 9.
9 will not hit. I'm sorry, man. This guy seems to not love being dead. Kind of dumb.
Yeah, then in that case, I will start to move. I'll get an attack of opportunity probably. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Sure. Yeah, that seems good.
For the attack of opportunity, it got an unnatural 20.
Your
Wait, no,
AC.
it's not.
Yep.
But I guess
Oh, that still hits, right?
it's still
No,
me.
still, Oh wait, it does still hit because
Yeah,
Sorry,
Oh,
I
my
couldn't
God.
give you a higher number.
it's okay. 7 is a lot.
it is a lot.
So
We
it's
just
my
need to get
fault that my armor class was.
some better armor. He needs a little bit more chunk in his thighs.
You have a 13 AC?
Yeah.
You will take 9 points of damage.
Oh no.
Are you knocked out?
No, I'm still going.
Your strength is reduced by 4.
Whoa!
By 4. God. And if it goes down to 0, I die.
Yes.
Okay. I'll just say I'm not looking very strong right now.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Like -3 modifier. Maybe.
Yeah, we're running, guys.
Oh no! Let us fight to the death.
For honor! Okay, next up is Baron. It's your turn. What would you like to do in this situation?
Yeah, I'm gonna reach into my bag and pull out a torch and light it.
Good choice.
Ooh.
You light up this torch, and it's casting bright light in a 15-foot radius circle around you.
Mm-hmm.
Let me mark that off for you.
Stick to the light. They stay to the shadows.
With that, the bright light would reveal one of them right here. That was just kind of out of the reach of Ren as he kind of ran. As you light this torch, you notice that a lot of them shy away from it and try not to get close. The bright light seeming to hurt it. Just another mention, just so you know, Opal, if you use your attack with your axe, it does glow, but you have to use your ability to make it into kind of a torch light, just so you know.
Okay.
Next up is Moss.
Oh, I'm
Are
not
you
done.
back yet?
No, I'm not done.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
How
Aaron.
dare you?
That was your bonus
Chase.
action.
That was my action.
Oh, that was your action.
For my bonus action, I'm actually going to. Oh no, never mind. I won't do that because you're not down yet. Would you actually allow Chase? Would you allow me to, as my bonus action, take out another torch and light it, and I'll toss it kind of towards, Opal and the guard?
Are you going to like throw it to them, or just you're tossing it on the ground?
I'm just tossing it on the ground to just give light.
You may do that.
And then I'm gonna continue moving 30 feet this way. Yeah.
As that torch lands, it illuminates the one that had been hiding after it attacked.
Alia?
Not Alia, Pinky.
Oh.
It stayed kind of close by.
So, is the one that attacked Elias, hasn't been seen yet then?
Still has not been seen.
Okay.
Actually, I want to change which way I'm moving. Are these not roofs? Is that what Alia...
They are roofs.
So is Alia on a roof?
No, she's inside. Like, it's a covered... Like, you guys are in kind of in like a little stable area.
Oh, okay.
And so that's just kind of underneath the stable.
Oh, they're underneath. Okay. I will move kind of this way, so was that 5, 10, 15, and kind of try to get all of us as we kind of are continuing moving north.
Perfect. There's the one right in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
as you probably well know.
Yeah. Does he not shy away from the torch?
The torch does move and it does shy away. Yes.
Okay.
I just need to delete the.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, I made that. Sorry.
Oh. I don't want to delete anymore. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. With that, Moss, it's your turn.
Moss, 5, 10, 15. Just sort of stay with the group, right?
Yeah.
And then Moss is just going to hold the cantrip produce flame. And if any of the monsters attack us, then Moss is just going to throw the little ball of fire. Not fireball, but a little ball of fire.
Perfect.
And that does give us also a 10-foot radius bright. So just more light.
Awesome. With that, is there anything else that you're doing?
Has anyone been hit really hard? Moss is just going to shout out, anyone been hit? Anyone hurt?
Ren's looking bad.
Okay. Moss is in...
I'm looking healthy, but I'm looking so frail. My arms are like, oh.
Which, that just means you look like Moss, so Moss doesn't care about that. Okay.
Yeah. He's like, looking good.
It's like, about time you mimicked your elders. Okay. Sounds good then.
With that, Alia, is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to move into or probably right here. And I'm going to cast Chaos Bolt one more time.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go right here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast Chaos Bolt, and I'm gonna twin it.
Ooh. All right.
Natural 20 to hit.
Oh. That's nasty. Roll that damage for me.
Okay.
And double the damage dice to it, because that's a lot of damage.
So let me roll my d6 real quick. Ooh, baby! Alright. Let's see. 19 plus 6. 20...
Yeah.
25 points of damage.
What kind of damage do you do? Just wondering.
Just force again.
Force? Okay.
Yeah.
With this, you see the shadow as it's kind of shying away. You run up, and it's such a clear shot now that's having the bright light. You cast your Chaos Bolt around the side of Pinky, and it just decimates this thing, just vaporizes it as it's gone.
And then the one I twinned it to is going to be, it's like this one right here.
Perfect. Okay.
And then I believe I roll again, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
14 to hit.
14 will hit.
Okay. 16 points of damage.
Okay. 16 points of damage. That is the one that Opal was so close to killing, as it is finished off and dead and gone and no more. With that, it is the shadows' turns, as the ones that are kind of in the bright light will leave, and all these ones that are kind of around that are still being seen will take their action and hide. This one will disappear. This one you can still see faintly. This one you can see faintly, and it'll move up kind of to here. This one disappears.
Would Opal not get an attack of opportunity?
From the one right here? She would, yes. Opal, did you hear that?
One more time.
You would get an attack of opportunity.
Smack! Bam! I think I'm distracted by looking at the glow of my axe.
Is that my
I got a
torch?
natural.
Thanks.
You got a natural one? Yeah, you miss. And it disappears into the night. At this point, Opal, is your turn. What are you doing?
Seeing that all my comrades are fleeing, I'll probably go with my friends.
Perfect. You will run up kind of close to the group.
Mm-hmm.
Pinky, are you doing anything? I'm assuming you're just going to go.
No, Pinky's actually going to yell at the closest shadow, just I don't know, call it a mean name and cast vicious mockery.
What's the save?
Give me a moment. I had it pulled up. Where is it? Sorry. There it is. Wisdom saving throw.
It got a 10.
It fails.
Awesome. How much
So I
damage?
get to do 1d4 of damage. Oops. 2 points of damage, and then she's gonna continue running.
The guard will pick up the torch that was tossed by it and kind of holding it out, making sure nothing gets close to him, and he will run over to you guys. With the situation right now, I'm going to take us out of combat. As you can kind of tell, like the feel, the vibe, they're not necessarily pursuing you. You see one of the last two that are still standing in front of you walk over and touches kind of the puddle that was left by the fake Klem, and it will kind of soak in the darkness and up through it, as it almost seems to change from being that kind of shadow into more of a condensed version. As it looks back towards you guys, its face and features turn towards you, and it turns into a little girl. Let's climb again. And with that, she smiles and then walks away. As you see kind of from that direction, almost what looks to be outlines of figures, shadows, following her, as they all kind of just slowly disappear into the night. And with that, we're going to call it.
Oh gosh.
Not good.
That was good.
Okay.
How long does it take for you to regain your strength? Is it just a long rest?
So that way I don't have to make you guys feel like you're super scared of life and everything. For the next, yes, it is a long rest.
Okay, sweet. Do you know what I'm at?
Like a 2.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't have very good strength.
I don't. Not at all.
None of us
Me
have
neither.
it, right?
My movement speed right now is 5. So
Good strength.
Ooh.
I'm just crawling.
So how many
One
of
of the
us
shadows
almost died
enough-
there?
Found something in the ooze of like the little girl, and was like the shadow coalesced into a being and turned into the little girl, and then it walked away into the night.
I didn't want to search through me. This is gross.
It was the shadow.
Yeah.
That was a good.
Something.
That was
it
so
seems
good.
like there
That was
something
good.
inside of it that takes the shadow and turns it into
Hmm.
more physical.
Well, guys, we're not done yet.
Dungeon.
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 Dungeon house.
Dungeon.
Woo! Goodbye.